What is up, YouTube? Holy Pepsi here. This is going to be Bronze Challenger episode 17, Aatrox Jungle. So this is going to be a commentary game. It's not going to be live commentary because sadly my mic was not working. I was doing live commentary while I was playing this game. The problem is that my mic wasn't working. So kind of sucks. I realized about 10 minutes in that my mic was not registering on XSplit, and I stopped the recording to try to get it fixed for the second part, but no dice. So we're just going to be doing commentary over it, and hopefully it'll be good. So we are on red side right now, and we're going to be doing the level 2 dragon. You're going to want to do Grump, then blue, and then dragon. Now, you're going to lose out on about 3 seconds on dragon, but if you start on blue side, you're going to start only red. You're not going to start double golems, because if you go double golems and you do red, you'll be losing about 10 seconds on dragon, which is pretty major. You don't want to do that, because you want to make sure that the enemy jungler does not gank at all before you go off and do dragon. One, because dragon scares the enemy jungler, because they're going to be like, how the hell did they do that so fast? 2, your teammates are going to know that dragon's down and they have a small advantage, and they're also going to know that the enemy jungler is probably going to be ganking soon, because hell, you just took dragon. And 3, you don't want to have basically, let's just say Warwick or Fizz running through a river while you're doing dragon, and they're like, oh hey, let me just smite steal that, let me just attack you while you're doing dragon, and then you end up losing first dragon and dying. That's a pretty major flaw. So you want to do this as quickly as possible. So if you start on blue side, I believe it's blue side, yeah. If you start on blue side, you do red, and then you Q into dragon pit. You do not go around, you Q into it. If you start on red side, you do grump, blue, then dragon. And second dragon rotation should happen on your enemy's second buff spot. So if they started red, then by the time they get to their blue and they start clearing their blue, dragon should be up. And that's when you're going to do dragon, because if you do it while they're doing their blue, you should be able to clear it in time before they're able to ward it, or contest it, or do anything like that. And essentially you get 2 dragons for free using this mode, which is really major, because everyone knows how big of a deal that 2 dragon is. Because hell, you get 6% damage, plus you do, I think it's 15% more to towers, or something like that. Which is pretty freaking major, man. Pretty freaking major. As you can see here, Jinx picked up a double kill, which is really, really nice. Once your bot lane gets rolling, and they're like snowballing like crazy, that is a sign that you're most likely going to win the game. Because any lane that's a duo, or I should say just duo lanes in general, if they get like first blood or something, they're usually going to roll their lane. It's really rare that you see like lane get an early double kill and then they just do horrible. Hell, if they get an early double kill, they're either going to do great or they're going to at least go even out. I've never seen someone get a double kill and then they're just like, yeah, it's game over. We completely fed the enemy Graves like 5 kills after we got that double. I'm sure it's happened, but it doesn't really happen that often. It's usually a sign saying, okay, well, bot lane secure, move on to mid or move on the top. So, with Aatrox, your jungling capabilities is really nice. Your ganking capabilities is not that good because, one, you have to Q in. So every time you use a spell with Aatrox, it's costing you a little bit of your life. And you do not want to give up your secondary, or I should say your second passive or your life passive, unless you get a kill. You have to go 1 for 1 for that, because that essentially is a kill. You want to save those second life passives for team fights, because that's when they actually count. Let's just say that I jump into a team fight. This happened in quite a few games, where I jump in, I die, they focus me, they wait for me to respawn, and then they kill me, right? And you're like, well, that kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't suck because everyone was focusing me rather than focusing my backline, and my backline picked up a few kills, and then they started rolling over and they started chasing. Especially with the Jinx that's a hyper carry. It's kind of scary when that happens. And I've been playing with Jinx so much because just overall she's considered a hyper carry now, and everyone's playing her. So it's really nice when Aatrox goes in and pretty much seals the deal. And as you can see there, I kind of failed horribly on my E, but it didn't really matter. picked up the early kill. So, one thing to note is that Devourer does not give you stacks until you finish the item. So let's just say you have Hunter's Machete, and you play for like a 25-minute game, and then you build Devourer. During those 25 minutes, all those stacks that you would have gotten do not go on Devourer because it's not considered Furrow Flare. Furrow Flare, it used to be if you just kept Hunter's Machete in your inventory, it would collect stacks, and then when you finish the item, it would add the stacks that you had on Hunter Machete to Furrow Flare. Sadly, Devourer does not work like that. So right now, I'm opting to go and build Devourer ASAP instead of backing and getting the 30 plus per camp. So I am a little bit behind on gold. Well, I'm not really behind on gold, I should say, but I am losing a little bit of gold because I'm clearing these camps without the Stalker's Blade upgrade. So you have two choices. You can go Stalkers or you can go Skirmishers. I prefer Stalkers because I like the slow, especially on 80 carries. If you don't get them, someone on your team's going to get them if he's slow. It's pretty major and it's very effective. So strongly recommend picking up Stalkers. If you want the extra damage, then by all means go Skirmishers. It really doesn't matter that much. I just prefer Stalkers. So what's next? I think we'll talk about now the build order. So you go Devourer, and once you get Devourer, you need Lifesteal. So you're going to go Vampiric Scepter. So once you have Vampiric Scepter, you're going to go Mercury Treads. And the reason why you're going Mercury Treads may not be because of the magic or the AP on their team. You're getting it because of Tenacity. Tenacity is a major thing. It is one of the best, I should say, items or best passives on an item there is. Anything that reduces stuns, fears, any CC is a must, especially with Aatrox. So just remember that. You do not want to go Zephyr on Aatrox because, one, it's really good on him, but you want to stay kind of clear from damage because you're mainly going to be a 3-life tank. You're going to pretty much get Devour, Vampiric Scepter, Mercury Treads, Spirit Visage, Randuin's, Guardian Angel. That way, in the final team fights, you're going to enter the fight, you're going to die, your Guardian Angel's going to pop, and then you're going to die again, and then your passive's going to pop, and then you're going to finally die, and then you're going to be like, well, they just focused me 3 lives in a row, so my 80 carry should be snowballing extremely hard right now. So that's one thing that you should note, is that Guardian Angel on someone with 2 lives is ridiculous, but giving them that 3rd life is even more ridiculous. Because hell, it doesn't get better than that. So, as you can see here, I am now backing from my Vampiric Scepter. And our Jinx is really snowballing. I think it's about like 3 minutes from now I actually realize that, oh hey, mic isn't working. But till then, we're gonna act like as if it was. I think we got 2 dragons now. Pretty sure. Oh no, 2nd dragon spawning right now. Let be fury. But once you have dragon control, usually you don't give it up. Especially with Aatrox, because he can solo dragon no matter what level he is. Like you can, I'm pretty sure you can level 1 dragon. Like, I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure you can. Also, this is a really good play for Fizz. You saw that they were really overextended and decided to teleport in, which 100% secured us the dragon. I don't think you saw it, but Fiddlestick speared me. That's why I was a little bit delayed. But he picked up the double kill, which is really, really nice. Because this pretty much ensures that they're not going to contest dragon. Or they're fools if they do. Because once bot lane loses, or not loses, once the enemy bot lane dies, and if they decide to contest dragon, that means they don't have any damage. Unless their mid is like really fed, you just focus their AP carry or their 80 carry mid, and they're going to die really, really fast. That fit actually ulted in with our I was like, there's no way he has zones. This is really cool. Like, look at my HP right now. I'm gaining HP by trying to sign. It's like, oh, yeah, bro. You really can't kill me. But the person who ends up shutting me down is the support, so that's really good. But overall, this game is just starting to snowball for us. And it is right here where I start to realize that my mic is not working. So you're going to see a slight time delay. I think it's about a minute. Yeah, it's about a minute. And I was trying to get my mic fixed, and it wasn't working at all. I don't know why it wasn't working. Kind of pisses me off, but it's all good. We're going to do the commentary here. But there's going to be a few times where the screen's going to freeze. That's because I'm alt-tabbing and trying to fix my mic, because I was really hoping to do commentary on this game, because I'm 4-1. There's no way in hell we're going to lose this game when we have a fed Jinx, a fed Fizz, and a fed Aatrox, because usually I don't even get kills as Aatrox. I usually tend just to be the tanky Aatrox that charges into the fight, gets the dragon, gets everyone else fed, and then I take Baron. And turns out that this game, it was like, nah, you don't get to do that. You get massively fed. And as you can see here, I'm alt-tabbing. I even tried to put the blue Yeti mic as a capture device, and no go. So that's the reason why it's freezing. That wasn't lag. Because alt-tab OP. But I think that's when I kind of just gave up and just started recording, or continued playing, because I didn't want to lose my promo game. Because it would be on a promo game this would happen. Sadly, I missed the knock up there, but I'm pretty sure. Did it matter? No, it didn't. Wait a minute. Yeah, it did. I think this Tristana lives to fight another day, or lives to die another day, I should say, because she's going to die very soon. I'm pretty sure very soon. I'm not really 100% certain. Let's see. I know Fizz is like rolling top. I think I'm gonna opt to clear my jungle. That's one thing that you guys gotta do more. If you're like in bronze and silver, and you have your jungle up 24/7, there's three things that need to be on your mind. One is buff rotation. When your buffs spawn, you need to clear them. You need to clear them, or you need to be there right as they spawn. And I was kind of doing a poor job of that because I was trying to fix my mic. But usually you want to be there about 10 seconds before, or you want to be doing like Dragon or something. You don't want to have your buffs get taken, because that's a major XP source. And also, if you're playing like Lee Sin or something, someone who doesn't use blue, give it to your mid. Like, it's such a nice thing. Let's just say your Ahri's like 03, right? And she's asking for blue, give it to her, because if she has blue, that means that there's a chance that she can come back. And if you have blue as a jungler, it's like, okay, you have blue, the enemy mid is fed, is like 3-0. You're not going to win without your mid carry. And, well, I guess you could win without your mid carry, if your mid still sucks, but you want to at least have your mid doing some kind of damage, being some kind of threat, or it's going to really suck in the long run. So just throwing it out there. As you can see here, this fight was really one-sided. I don't know why Sion decided to hold that, but he did. And that pretty much was like, that was pretty much saying like GG right there. I think from this point on, we just started split pushing, because they couldn't really stop us. I was really fed, Fizz was fed, Jinx was fed, I think even Kale is fed. It's just, overall, I think we're all fed. I think that's the point I'm trying to make here. So they couldn't really do anything. They had I think that's a Jarvan mid, right? And Jarvan mid is actually viable. Sooner or later, I will do a Bronze Challenger episode on Jarvan mid. It is hilarious, and it works very well. But you have to play it consistently, and you need to know exactly when you can go in and when you can't go in. Also, Jarvan mid is not usually a first pick, because obviously you don't want to go Jarvan mid against every single mid laner. It's just not good. I can tell you that off of experience. If you go Jarvan mid and the enemy goes like Lissandra or something, it's going to really suck when she ults you or she E's you. then W, then R, and then you're gonna be like, I can burst you down, and then the enemy jungler comes in, and you're like, damn, that really sucks. That's really not starting. So overall, just continuing on. This is where we get third dragon. Again, dragon control. It's pretty much key to winning in Season 5. Dragon control and Baron control. Baron needs to be warded at all times. If you're playing mid lane or top lane, I strongly recommend you using a ward upgrade because one, it gives you 2 wards, and you can use one of those wards to ward Baron at all times. That's very, very, very important in this season because if they grab Baron, not only are they getting a damage buff, they're also getting a minion buff. And some people were like, they nerfed Baron. Baron doesn't give you mana and HP pack. It's like, okay, Baron still gives you ability power and attack damage, plus it buffs your minions. And if they have 4th dragon, then that's 15% damage plus the Baron buff. That's a little scary. But yeah, kinda sucks to be those guys if they're they have 4 dragons plus Baron, which pretty much is game. If you have 4 dragons plus Baron and they're on the inhibs, you're not gonna see it, unless you pull out some kind of miracle. Usually it's a GG, and I'm pretty sure that Fiddlesticks is calling GG right now because he's not even defending, dude. Like, just look at this. This is the side. Aatrox goes in for the kill, and Aatrox murders people. Aatrox is a good champion. He's very underplayed, and I can tell you guys from experience that stuff that is champions that aren't played much, like the reason why Lulu Mid got really popular in AD Fizz top is because no one knew how to counter it. Still, people don't know how to counter AD Fizz. Shit wins so many games now, it's not even funny. But if you don't know how to play against it, you're going to most likely lose. And that's why Aatrox jungle is really good, because no one knows that Aatrox can do a level 2 dragon. Everyone I get paired with is like, the hell, did you just do dragon level 2? That's a thing? I'm like, yeah, it is a thing. So if they don't know about it, 95% of the people that are playing don't know about it. So you can easily pick up free games. And overall, League is a very, very toxic game. When someone level 2's dragons, everyone blames the jungler. They're like, why didn't you ward? Why didn't you check dragon? Blah, blah, blah. It just becomes like a pissing contest on people, where they just start screaming at each other. So, playing Aatrox jungle not only benefits your team in the fact that it gives them a damage buff, it also is like a morale boost for your team. And the enemy team's morale is just like nowhere to be found. So I think this is when they call GG and they surrender.
Legendary.
Yep. They called that GG right there for 0.
Victory.
And as you can see here, $18 minutes in, there we go. And you can also see that the, for whatever reason, the low client is like kind of screwed up. I guess I was recording 2 low clients at the same time, which was kind of weird. But you can see here that I won my series, got promoted, and the trash talking begins in the chat. The in-game chat trash talking is amazing. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I've been talking non-stop for 19 minutes and 25 seconds. I did not edit this like bit by bit by bit. I was just non-stop talking while I was watching the video. So hopefully the commentary wasn't too bad. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.